New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits.
Yo, what's up everyone, this is Blue Nova and I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial on how to get Jaydayoungan's vocal quality in his song 23 Island. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you've been subscribed, stay subscribed because I got new tutorials coming very soon. Go ahead and thumbs up the video before we get started and let's get started. So if you want to go ahead and just jump straight to get in the vocal folder with my raw vocals in it, then go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the store, then click on vocal presets tab, and the folder will be right there. You'll have all these vocals in this video. So I'm gonna turn off what we have right here on the master, and we're gonna work with the lead vocal and right click and solo it. So for auto tune, these are the settings that I have. I kept the retune speed at around 10. You don't generally have to have it at around the same level. It depends on your voice too, but for me I kept it around 10. The scale, I kept it on measure, and the key of the song is C. For the input type, soprano voice. And if you don't have Antares Auto-Tune or my version, then you can use Picture in FL Studio, which I have provided in the folder as well. So with the retune speed, I kept it at a little bit above medium. For the key and the scale, kept it same thing, C major. And like I said, it's gonna give you that same auto-tune as Antares. And let's go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and just select all these vocals right here, just so we have a fresh start. Now I'm gonna play the vocal with auto-tune.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F drip, I don't need no stylist. I don't need no stylist. No, the plug, I ain't talking about socket. No, I ain't talking about socket.
All right, now that we have that, we're gonna move into the next thing, was gonna be a compressor. Just load in the Fruity limiter, and once you're there, click on compress. With the release, just bring that to around 72.45 milliseconds. The head, I brought that down to 0.36, and for the ratio, I have it at 2:1:1. The knee, I dropped that all the way to the right, and the threshold, you want to bring that all the way down to where it's at the peaks of the vocal. So this is what's gonna sound like and look like.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F drip, I don't need no stylist.
So you can see that the compressor is activated on the vocals and just compressing the vocal. So after we have that, we're gonna work with a Fruity Parametric EQ2. Now with the Parametric EQ2, these are the frequencies I went in and found that were bad or that I need to chop out to have that same quality and tone as Jaydayoungan. So I chopped out around 163, right here in around 218, and also in the 400 region, well 397, and a little bit in the 651 region. So I cut out all those bad frequencies and just to take out those bad sounds. As far as the 7-band region, I went to the 8000 frequency and I boosted that around 9 decibels. Now this was gonna sound like with the EQ on it.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F drip, I don't need no stylist. I don't need no stylist.
So you can hear that the vocals are sounding pretty thin and that there's a good amount of sibilance in the vocals, but we're gonna take care of that very soon. So with the Fruity limiter, what we're gonna do is bring up the volume of the vocals. So I brought it to -3 with the ceiling. So just get the ceiling knob, bring that to -3. With your release, bring it all the way down to 0. In the attack and the head, leave those alone. Once you have the ceiling at -3, just bring the gain up to where it's hitting the ceiling.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F drip, I don't need no stylist. I don't need no stylist. No, the plug, I ain't talking about socket. No, I ain't talking about socket.
So after we have that, we're gonna move into a de-essing and just have the side chain, select that at high pass. With the threshold, bring that down to -24.2, and this is what's gonna sound like with the de-essing.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F drip, I don't need no stylist.
So after we have that, we're gonna add a Fruity reverb too. Now in the reverb in his vocals, there's actually a lot of reverb going on. And it actually sounds very cool and warm with the guitar going on in the instrumental. So to get that same quality and sound, you want to just make sure your wet level is around 90%. The decay time, I kept that at around 3.4 seconds. And the bass, I cut that down some to around 63%. Right here with the low cut, I have that at around 1,541 hertz. And for the high cut, I added a little bit on there, which is around like 0.6, but not too much. So this is what the vocals sound like with the reverb on it.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits.
So you can hear there's a lot of reverb going on, and that's the same thing that you hear going on in his vocals. So we're gonna move into the fun part that he does with his vocals. Jaydayoungan, he actually stacks his vocals around probably 3 times. Well, there's actually 2 background stacks going on. So the first one is gonna be pan around 30% to the left, and the other one's gonna be pan 30% to the right. Now he does this to fill up his vocals and to make it really sound like it stands out, and that's his sound, that's his quality that he likes to do. What's very important just to note is just adding a fruity chorus right here. And these are the settings for you guys to just want to know what the settings are. These are the settings that you want to have, and to keep the mix level at 70%, and also with the one that's tuned to the right, keep that also at 70%, and it's also really just the same settings. So once you have that, the other important factor is just to make sure that you're rolling off the low end frequency and also the high end frequency, because you don't want those to clash. In his vocals, you want to make sure that that when these two are pan, you want to make sure that these are both rolled off, and the lead vocals taking, you know, that high end presence and just that fullness. So this is what the vocal is going to sound like with both of these vocals going on.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F-drip, I don't need no stylist.
Next important thing to note in this tutorial is that there's a background vocal that he has that he's singing, and there's just a whole bunch of O's and, you know, warm melodic melodies going on with his vocals. So this was gonna sound like with a background vocal.
Piling.
Let's just right click, or let's just turn off all these other ones. So you hear that in the background, his vocals. So what's important to note is that his vocals are really just filtered. A lot of that high end frequency is cut, and that low end frequency is cut in his vocals. So you want to make sure you're really just getting the really just more of the mid-range region of his vocals. With the fruity filter, these are the settings that you want to have just to filter out the vocal a little bit more. And with the reverb, there's a good amount of reverb going on in his vocals, so you want to make sure that the stereo imaging is turned all the way to the left, so it's getting that wide sound. And like I said, these are settings to freeze the screen and copy it. Just the wet level, just to keep it around 50%. And with the fruity delay too, now what this is going to be is going to be a widener basically. So to get that same setting, just go to the presets tab right here and just click on widen, and you'll get the same exact settings. It's going to make the vocal sound wide like you hear in Jaydayoungan's vocals. So I'm going to play all the vocals together with the instrumental, and you guys will hear what it sounds like. The very last thing that we're going to put is going to be the fruity convolver, which is going to cut the vocals and the whole entire song at 15K, because every song nowadays is just cut at 15K just to seal off that high end frequency. The fruity soft clipper is going to be the very last thing, and these are settings for it. And just load it up, and you know, these are settings as is. So now we're going to play the entire song with the instrumental and the vocals.
New money, old money keep piling. This shit keep piling. New bag, brand new deposits. Brand new deposits. F-drip, I don't need no stylist. I don't need no stylist. Know the plug, I ain't talking about socket. No, I ain't talking about socket.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I did to get Jaydayoungan's vocal quality, and really just what he does as far as, you know, his recording method. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you need your song mixed and mastered, just go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom of the page and send me a message there. Like I said, the vocal preset will be there with my raw vocals, so you guys can play around with it and, you know, have something physical to work with. Thumbs up the video before you leave, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. And don't forget to drop in the comment section what kind of videos you want to see next.